These people are under the control of the FBI. The state police, Idaho State Police, are under the direct control of the FBI. All right. You look at that deal with the Patriot Front Group. Okay, that's the FBI's front group. They bring them in whenever they need a narrative. And don't think they don't. The Sheriff Norris, FBI puppet. Google his name, look at the Wikipedia. I know Wiki ain't nothing, but look at it. He's all up in the, he's up to his neck in the FBI. And if you look at my video, it's there's a couple of them on there about that incident. I can't remember the titles right offhand, but they're all there collaborating. It was a big show, but they didn't say that in the national news or the international news, or even some of your so-called patriot channels. They went along with the narrative too. I'm gonna jump up in this shade for a while, and let's keep walking. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving, peeps. If anybody can tell me what's going on with my comments, like sometimes one of you guys will comment, then I'll reply, and then the whole thing disappears, my reply and your comment. And so if you know what's going on there, if it's in the settings or whatever. And I've also noticed that even though I got the views don't seem to match up with the comments. So I know most of you that watch are prosecutors and FBI and other such scoundrels, but hopefully you can see. I mean, unless you're just following orders and violating people's rights because someone ordered you to, you got to be able to see that we're not doing anything, you know, that we don't have a right to do. And so respect our rights. That's all we're asking. I hear a lot on the internet and so forth about a civil war. Well, we're in the midst of it now, not in the sense of people shooting one another out in the open field, but the lawfare is real, and the whole legal system is corrupt. The judges, the prosecutors, and even the defense attorneys, they're all bought and paid for. If you ain't somebody, if you ain't Donald Trump, if you ain't Nancy Pelosi or whatever, you ain't gonna get no good lawyer. All the good ones are taken, and or the ones that ain't afraid to fight. So, and even if you find one that'll represent you, I mean, they'll lie to you, they'll quit on you, and so there ain't no, listen, my attorney said once that the system's broken. You can't use a broken system to fix the system.
But more fundamentally, why do we think using the system is going to change the system? They stole the election. Everyone who's elected is illegitimate. Yet we pretend to think they have the authority. Romans 13 debate all night. But it's a farce. And until we restore that, not 2022, not 2024, it must be done now. There is no next step, right? The next step is off the cliff. The next step is they'll shoot 2 or 3 people with 122 bullet in the back of the head and dump you into a hole they dug.
Okay? And that's one of the reasons why I decided not to try, because if I get a corrupt judge, even though they violated my rights, and they end up just destroying me. So I don't see the sense of we're living in post-constitutional America, people. Okay, the building is named after this woman here, Linda Huff. And she was a firefighter and a trooper. Now, I'm one of those people that don't think that women ought to be police officers. And this breaks my heart when I look at something like it. It really breaks my heart that we would put our women in this kind of peril. She was shot to death. Shouldn't happen that way, guys. Hey, call me what you want to call me. But rest in peace, Linda Huff. All right, guys. Look at that Old Glory here. Thus far, I've been unassailed. So perhaps the word has gotten around, oh, there's a security. You know, I always sort of took comfort in seeing those security cameras in case the cops violate your rights. But when the cops kick your ass and violate your rights, they never get those. They're always missing. That's what I mean about corruption. Like Jeffrey Epstein. All of a sudden it was malfunctioning. And you know what, another thing I want to say too, with the exception of very few, I think the lawyers and attorneys are more responsible for the state of our nation than cops. You ought to be auditing attorneys, because they stand by. They love this kind of stuff, man. They make money on it. Whether you go to prison or go to jail, it doesn't matter to them. They get their money. And that's what it's going to take too, is attorneys. I mean, you made this mess. Clean it up. The guy ought to be able to defend himself without, being called a fool. especially if you're innocent. But that's what they say. Anyone who defends himself is a fool. And you can't pick on someone you trust, your buddy, because they don't have that certification. There we go. Let's do a tour here. Most of the government buildings are appointment only. Now, they've used this COVID thing to do that. So you can get, I guess these are for sale. Yeah, you can buy your Blue Lives Matter mugs here at the State Police headquarters or field office, whatever they call it. Charlie Delta Alpha, trying to learn my, well, police have a different one. Anyway, and I'm too old to learn something new. Hey, how are you doing? Nice and cool in here.
I know, right? Is it still really hot outside?
It's baking.
Oh, really? Earlier it was pretty enjoyable. It's like 70 something.
Oh, not now. I mean, in the shade you can bear it, but out here not. You mind if I get your name
My name's Heather.
and your position here?
I'm the record supervisor.
Okay, so you're not a police officer.
Nope.
All right. Yeah, I'm just out here taking pictures and walking around and checking out your place.
Okay.
So-
Do you need to talk with anyone or?
You know, I can't think of anything right now that I might need,
Okay.
but I may in a minute. I mean, I didn't come here for the intention to get anything. It's my business is just to videotape.
Oh,
Is that all right?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
fine. If you do need anyone, let me know and I can find someone in the back for you. And then feel free to enjoy the lobby and there's a bathroom and a water fountain right over there.
Thank you so much. Can we get your name one more time, please?
Heather.
Thank you, Heather.
You're welcome.
Wow. Now, that's what you call well-trained. Public servant right there. And you know, I didn't sense any of that passive aggressive sort of thing that I did over at the Coeur d'Alene Police Department. She actually, you know, did seem to realize that I had a right to do what I'm doing and didn't have a problem with it. And that's what we like to see. Well, I'll tell you what, when I came out today, I thought I might be going to jail. And I know you guys are sitting there watching there or plotting and planning on trying to see how you can put me in jail. I hope not, but okay. You know, they've got all these photographs up, but there's no names. Here's your let's see here. Safety tips. because he wants to be a policeman. A big shout out to San Joaquin again. Again, James Freeman, man. A big shout out to San Joaquin again. Again, James Freeman, man. You gotta do something for Josh. Seems like everybody just forgot about Josh. If something happened, give me an update, please. Anybody knows James Freeman? And you know, also I get these messages or comments about how people want to do audits with me. Then I go to your channel and it's like, you got no followers, you got no audits up. I wouldn't mind having someone to audit with, but you got to be established. You know, I'm not just going to, you know, go out auditing with somebody I don't even know. You don't even have a name for yourself, you know. So yeah, anybody, man, that's some, you know. I know most of you, not most, but I know a lot of you. And absolutely, man, you want to come and audit, I'll put you up. And you can see North Idaho. There's your another one of your Blue Lives Matter flags. Okay, I'm not really sure what that represents. I didn't mind it before. I don't really like it anymore. I wish they would just put a regular flag up and maybe put something down below, you know. But that's divisive. It's dividing our country. All right, guys, please leave some comments. I depend on you guys' comments. I don't know what I'm doing out here most of the time. I try to do my best. No one else. Thank you, Heather. No one else is out here doing this, and it has to be done, you know. Well, maybe not. This is my last audit in this town. This is the only place I haven't been to. The only law enforcement place I haven't been to. And this is extraordinary. I don't even think they'll, well, you know what? They've ID'd me. So they've got this list that goes around on their website or whatever. And it's got my photo on there and everything. And so, but if you was like from out of state and they didn't know you, and you was wearing a mask, and you came up here and did what I just did, they're going to ID you. Period. They're going to get intelligence on you, and there is nothing you can do about it. Now, is that constitutional? You tell me. But I guarantee you that's the only reason they haven't hit me up and asked me for ID, because they already know who I am. And so yeah, I doubt they'll even follow me. Anybody want a drink of water? So I have no idea what this back door is for. But there's your camera right there. All right, I think I'm going to make one more stop today. This almost like a ghost town. Wrote Heather in there, man. That's the only one in there. Well, there's one guy at the desk. But, yeah. No one's coming in or out.